Hello and welcome to 2 videos in 1. I'm not only going to be talking about how I kind of think that Call of Duty just messed up a little bit, or are about to mess up, let's say, and I'm going to be playing a game of Warzone. Who knows, maybe I'll die straight away and we'll be spectating. I'm not sure it was a good idea to try and record this at the same time as playing. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go all the way over there to hope that there won't be many people so I can talk. So, this video is about the beginning of Season 3, which as we know is in the beginning of April. I think it's April 3rd, which is the day after my birthday, so very nice of them to give me a birthday present. And like a lot of people, I've been a bit fed up with Call of Duty lately. I've done a couple of videos talking about that, about how there's not really been anything I've been super interested in for a while. Like, we had the Tomb Zombies map, and it was fine. Like, once I'd done the Easter egg, I didn't really want to play it anymore. And it did take me a while to do the Easter egg. Like, we didn't get it first try. I ended up doing it solo. So, it was, you know, a bit of a challenge. But I don't think it was really interesting or particularly memorable or anything like that. But that was the last thing that we had. That was at the beginning of Season 2, so a couple of months ago now. And then we knew that in the sort of first part of 2025, at some point, we were going to be getting Verdansk. So Verdansk is coming as the big new Warzone map, and I've been saying for a while, I don't think it's going to change the fortunes of Call of Duty at all. I don't think it's going to help the game too much to bring back an audience. But the more and more I've been thinking about it, especially when they released that trailer the other day, and they had one of the bunker codes on the side. Check out my video about the Easter eggs if you want to see more about that. I started thinking, okay, while I don't think it's going to bring me back to Warzone like full time, it's not going to be a game that I'm playing all the time, it is kind of exciting to come back to Verdansk and, you know, go see what have they done with Bunker 11. Is there an Easter egg there? Go check out what's going on in the stadium. Just kind of go revisit some of the places where there used to be a lot of Easter eggs and see what's happening. Like, that is a reasonably exciting thing to do. It's not super exciting, but it's not terrible either. So yeah, I'm a little bit excited about that. Or I might have to go get a motorbike, I think. I apologise for the noise, because I think these things sound horrible. So yeah, so I'm kind of excited about Verdansk a little bit. And then when they sort of said that it's going to be coming at the beginning of Season 3, that's exciting. Like, beginning of Season 3, yes, they've delayed the beginning of Season 3 a little bit to the beginning of April, but we now know we're going to be getting Verdansk. Like, that's a thing that's going to be happening. And so I was kind of excited, thinking, okay, that'll be a good stream, day after my birthday, going to Verdansk. We'll immediately be going in and checking all of the Easter egg locations. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And that's still the plan, by the way. Like, on the beginning of Season 3, I want to go in and check all of the Easter egg locations. I think it'll be a really fun stream. Obviously, if there is an old Easter egg, we'll go do that. You know, if we can do Bunker 11 again, we'll do that. If there's a new Easter egg, which I'm really hopeful for, you know, the idea that maybe there'll be a new Easter egg, a new way to get into Bunker 11, we'll try and work that out. I think that'll be really fun. But yeah, that's a cool thing to look forward to. But then, yesterday, Call of Duty, in their infinite wisdom, I think it was Treyarch, put out a post.
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm sort of trying to avoid people, to be honest, a bit. That's why I've come down here. They put out a Twitter post, which I've hopefully put on the screen sometime around now, with a picture of the mansion, which we know from the end of the last map is going to be the new map. Like, the new map is going to be the mansion, and they put out a picture of it, which kind of implies that, well, I mean, all but states, basically, doesn't it? Or something. That guy's going to be running over, I think. That the new map is going to be coming at the beginning of Season 3. Which means, as it stands right now, and obviously, I could easily be wrong about this. They might change things. They might, in their infinite wisdom, have decided to do things a bit differently. As it stands now, we're going to be getting a new Zombies map and Verdansk at the same time at the beginning of Season 3. For the last couple of Zombies maps, it's just been as soon as the season goes live, Zombies map is live, Easter eggs live, go, go, go. Now, for me, this sucks. Can I get this guy? Oh no, I'm missing, I'm whiffing, I'm whiffing! Woo! That was a bit scary. Oh, lots of money though. There's a guy down there. Yeah. For me... Oh god, no! There we go. Didn't see him at all. For me, this kind of sucks that we're going to be getting a zombies map and Verdansk at the same time. Oh, I should probably focus on the gulag, shouldn't I? Right, let's lock down. Let's see what's going on. Am I going to win a gulag? Oh my god, I thought I hit all of my shots then. But I did not. Well, at least we can spectate now and I can talk a bit more. He seemed to kill me in like half the time for me. Maybe I missed a couple of my shots. Maybe a couple of them went wide. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know how to play Warzone anymore. Anyway, right, now we can spectate and chat a little bit. So, both these things are going to be coming out at the same time. That puts me in a difficult position because so far in Black Ops 6, I've been doing all of the Easter egg hunts for zombies as soon as they come out. You know, I've been there with Dalek and with Craig and Jakey. We've been going and doing the Easter egg hunts, and while we haven't been world first for any, we've had a good time, and it's meant that I can go put out a guide quickly and stuff like that. And now, it's like, do I want to go do the new zombies Easter egg hunt, do the new zombies map as soon as it goes live, or do I want to hop into Verdansk when it goes live to explore it and see what they've changed and see what's new and all of that kind of stuff? And that's actually quite a difficult choice for me. Like, in terms of content, zombie stuff is kind of, you know, every time a new map comes out, it gets a few less views. It's the typical kind of path of zombies. Word of mouth doesn't make more people play zombies. It's like a bunch of people play zombies when it first launches. Then every time a new map comes out, less and less people seem to be interested in watching it. Less and less people need a guide. Because the sort of people who are still sticking with it are like the hardcore zombies community. And they're seeing, you know, they're watching Dalek or Noah or Milo or whoever solving the Easter eggs and then following their guides. So for stuff like me, there's like my audience for zombie stuff is much more of the kind of casuals or Warzone players who are interested in zombies but maybe don't follow it that much. That's kind of where I get a lot of my viewership from. People who don't care too much about the lore, they don't care too much about the details of it, but they'd like to know, you know, how fun is it and whether they can do it themselves. But there's less and less of them people playing. And, you know, I saw this definitely with Citadel de Mort. We had a lot less people watching than in Liberty Falls and Terminus. And in the Tomb, it was even less people. And, you know, my guide for the Tomb, I did two. One for the whole Easter egg, then one for, like, how to beat the boss solo. It did fine, but it just didn't get that many views. So, in terms of, like, content, it makes more sense to try it with Warzone. Because Warzone, you know, if there is a new Verdansk Easter egg, then that's going to be huge. So that's going to be something really exciting. And also, where, you know, I was saying people who watch a lot of zombie stuff, they have their zombies creators that they go to. I'm not very high up on that list, really, for many people. For Warzone Easter eggs, I think I am pretty high up on the list for most people. You know, I'm known as the Warzone Easter egg guy. You know, we were there. I was either on the team that found all of them or was one of the people that found pretty much all of the Warzone Easter eggs. At least, like, the big ones. So, I feel like, yeah, if people are searching for are there new Easter eggs coming to Verdansk, people are more likely to check out my content. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to be, when Season 3 launches, I'm going to be hopping into Verdansk straight away, which means, obviously, I don't have a shot at the world first for Zombies Easter egg, and there's a chance that when I go into Verdansk, there won't be any Easter eggs anyway. You know, like, it's entirely possible that with Verdansk, they don't bother with any of the Easter eggs, that they disable all of the ones that used to be there. The mobile version of Warzone, which had Verdansk in it, that didn't have any of the Easter eggs. The bunkers just weren't there. So, yeah, I think it's fairly possible. So, it's a bit of a gamble, but I still think, for me, content-wise, Warzone Easter eggs, looking for them, at least looking at, you know, what's where Bunker 11 used to be, what's where the stadium office used to be and stuff like that. I think that's going to be a bit more interesting. But I'm really a bit resentful, and the reason I made this video, to be honest, is because I'm a bit resentful of Call of Duty for putting me in this position. Because for the last 2 months, we haven't had any content. For Warzone, we haven't really had any content since Area 99 launched, back with the Black Ops 6 integration, and that wasn't the best map. But we've been waiting ages. Like, Urzikstan, they took away the stuff they added. You know, they made a big deal of adding Superstore, then just took it away again. They've taken away other maps. You know, we don't seem to have Fortune's Keep anymore. We don't have Vondel. We don't have Ashika Island. They've taken away a bunch of other stuff. It just feels like Warzone has been super bare bones for months now. And then compounded by the problems with cheaters and the problems with the skill gap. It just means that there's not really been much of a reason to play Warzone for quite a long time. And zombies, you know, zombies they have been quite generous with the content for. But still, for people like me who like doing the Easter eggs and like working out the Easter eggs, there's only really a lot of excitement in zombies when a new map drops. Like, I'm not one of these people who's going to be like, oh, I'm going to try and get to round 100 on a new map, or I'm going to try and speedrun a new map. I just want to complete the new map, then I move on. So that means I've had 2 months of no Call of Duty content that I've been interested in, really at all. And then they finally do decide, yeah, we're going to do, you know, big new Warzone map, even though it's Verdansk again. We've got a new zombies map, and we're going to release them at the exact same time. And that sucks. Like, I just don't understand why they would do that. Why have these, like, long droughts of content, long times where there's nothing to do, and then give us lots of things to do all at the same time? If you were hoping that maybe... Oh, that was quite sneaky. I only just saw him. If you were going to try and maybe get some more casual Call of Duty players to check out zombies, a good idea surely would be to drop the map when there's nothing else going on in Call of Duty. Because then more people who are just... They fancy playing some Call of Duty, they want to play something new, they might give zombies a try to see the new thing. And similarly, if you maybe want some more people to play on Verdansk, sorry, you want some more people who are maybe a bit unsure about Warzone to try and come back to it, it would be a good idea to release Verdansk when there's nothing else going on. I don't understand the logic at all of putting both things on at the same time. Maybe if, like, some executive at Activision had been set a target of, hey, we want the peak viewership on Twitch and YouTube for Call of Duty to reach this figure at least once in 2025... then I guess maybe I'd understand it. It's like, oh, okay, you want to release everything, get the zombies community online, get the Warzone community online at the same moment. Maybe. But I don't see how it's good for the players at all. Like, I know there's going to be lots of people in the comments probably saying, oh, well, I'm into zombies and I hate Warzone, so I don't care. Or I'm into Warzone and I hate zombies, so I don't care. And definitely, you know, if you're in one or the other of those camps, then this doesn't affect you at all. But for people like me who just, you know, I play a bit of multiplayer, I play a bit of Warzone, I play a bit of zombies, I play the campaigns when they come out, I play a bit of everything to do with Call of Duty, really. This just seems insane to me that I've been forced to choose, do I want to be, you know, there with that first rush of people exploring Verdansk, or do I want to be part of that first rush of people exploring a new zombies map? I don't see why I should have to choose. Why not save the zombies map for Season 3 Reloaded? Or even, and what I think maybe there's a small chance they'd do, which I think would be great, is release Verdansk in the week, you know, whenever the new season goes live. It's like a Thursday or something. And then wait until the Saturday to release the zombies map. Or wait until the week after to release the zombies map. That would maybe make a bit more sense. That would give both things like a bit of a chance to breathe, and people who make content on both things, like me, this is all about me really, I'm being quite selfish, it would give us much more of a chance. But no, let me know in the comments, like, do you see a good reason for them to put both of these things at the same time? It just absolutely boggles my mind. It's really annoying that I'm probably going to have to go to like Dalek and Craigie and Jakey and be like, oh yeah, sorry, I know we've done all the other maps together, but I'm probably not going to do this map with you because I need to do Warzone as soon as it goes live. You know, it's important for my channel to be one of the first people to do an Easter egg if there's a new Easter egg, or to get the guides up as quickly as possible, or to go check. You know, I think that'll be a fun stream if things go and check. But then with zombies, you know, it's like, well then, is there any point me even doing the zombies stuff in terms of content? Because by the time I get round to zombies, it'll probably already be solved. We don't know much about Mansion, but I'm kind of expecting it to be a small map. Because it's a mansion, it's one building. I'm expecting it to be, you know, a short, simple Easter egg again. So I imagine by the time I'm done with Warzone stuff, the zombie stuff will already be done. It'll already be gone. And, I don't know. I feel like with zombies, they have thrown away such a good opportunity where there was lots of really goodwill towards zombies right at the beginning of the year. They obviously had a bunch of maps ready to go. You know, we got Citadel de Mort really quickly. We got the Tomb really quickly. But it feels like everything's been just a bit half-assed. Like, you know, the bringing back perks and bringing back enemy types and stuff like that. Just feels like it's made the whole thing feel like, oh, these aren't proper zombies maps. These are just like, you know, little extras, a little bit of extra content. And I keep going back to that word. It's just a bit of content. It's nothing meaningful. I don't think anyone is ever going to make a list of their top 10 zombies maps and are ever going to put the Tomb on there. It's just an extra map. It's just a bit more content. And I feel like that's how I feel about a lot of Call of Duty right now. And, you know, I feel a bit like that about Verdansk, that while I'm thinking in my head, oh, they would have done loads of cool things, and there'll be loads of cool references to things around the map, and there'll be loads of cool, like, little Easter eggs and secrets and stuff for us to work out. In reality, it probably won't be. In reality, it'll probably just be Verdansk from one of the seasons of the first year of Call of Duty Warzone, but with all of the current game mechanics that we have now in Urzikstan, and so it'll play badly because there'll be redeployed drones and players jumping about all over the place, and everyone will have the loadouts really quick, and it'll just be rubbish. I feel like that's probably more likely than that they've done something really thoughtful and interesting. The other thing, and that's kind of, I'll draw a line of that. That's kind of my point, is I think it's stupid they're releasing both things at the same time. I'm feeling very pessimistic about both of them. I'm not expecting the Mansion to be amazing. I'm not really expecting Verdansk to be amazing, and that sucks. Like, I wish I could go back to when I was really excited, you know, when Caldera launched. I was really excited to see Caldera. I was excited to explore it. I wish I could go back to that kind of mindset. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about is something that hadn't really occurred to me until the other day. I was thinking about, oh, there'll be a blog post before Mansion comes out, and there'll be a blog post before Verdansk comes out, and there'll be a trailer and stuff, and they'll show us lots of bits, and then we'll get to see a bit more what it's like. Then I was just thinking, why do they do that? Who's that for? Like, especially the zombies ones. Why do we get a blog post telling us what every area of the map is like? Like, what's the point of that? Who's, like, maybe on the fence about playing zombies, and then they read the blog post for the Tomb and were like, oh, there's an ossuary. Well, I'm in now. Like, that's definitely a game that I want to play. I wasn't sure before about a Tomb, but an ossuary? You mean there's bones in this tomb? Wow. It just feels really odd. Again, it goes back to this idea of just being content. You know, it's just, they want something to put on a blog post, so why not do a couple of screenshots of every part of the map and a paragraph about it? Surely a lot of the fun for zombies is in discovery. A lot of the fun of zombies is exploring something and the mystery of it. They remove all of that. Like, before a zombies map launches nowadays, we know what type of enemies are on the map. You know, they do a thing about what type of enemies, and there's screenshots and stuff, and there's blog posts describing them. We know every area of the map. Like with Tomb, we knew we were going into the Dark Aether, and we knew what that was going to look like. The only thing, we knew what the Wonder Weapon was. We knew exactly what the Wonder Weapon was going to be. Why didn't they keep all of that stuff secret? Like, the only thing they really keep secret are the actual steps for the Easter egg and the boss. That's the only thing they've kept secret in any of the maps so far as I can tell. Why don't they just say, okay, you're going into a tomb, here's a bit of backstory, maybe the cinematic, you know, the events leading up to it. Have fun, knock yourselves out, and then people will discover what enemy types are on there. People will discover the Wonder Weapon. People will discover the different areas of the map. Surely that would be a lot more fun. Like, I honestly don't understand at all what the purpose of those blog posts is and what the purpose of the trailer is. And I can't help myself, you know, it's annoying that they put out information like that, and I feel like I have to read it. I have to know what it's going to be, and I've got no idea why. Maybe for this one, maybe for Mansion. I don't know, I was about to say maybe I just won't look at anything, but I know I will, because I want to know whether it's worth me heading into it in case they show off something really cool. But now I'm just defeating the entire point of what I was saying, because, you know, I'm pretty sure it won't be worth it, and I'd rather there to be some mystery. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like the blog posts they do? Do you like that they show off everything about the zombies maps except for the boss before we get to play them? I think it's probably a bad idea. And they'll do the same thing for Verdansk as well. It'd be so cool if we didn't know anything about what was happening in Verdansk beyond that trailer we already saw. It would be so cool if we didn't know what was different. We didn't know what had changed on the map. We didn't know what little secrets they've put in there. But I bet before it launches, there'll be a blog post and there'll be a trailer. There'll probably be like interviews with the developers and they'll be talking about all the changes they made and there'll be screenshots of every little area saying, hey, we've done this, we've moved this, we've altered this. I bet they'll bloody do that. And it's like, why? Why not let people explore it? I remember when they did the Black Ops Cold War event, the sort of end of I think it was the end of Pontek's Pawn, when they switched to Verdansk 84, and there was that event that you did on Rebirth Island, and then when that ended, it literally launched you into the new version of the map. And it's like, yeah, we knew bits about the map already, I suppose. We'd seen some screenshot stuff, they'd done blog posts about before. But it felt so exciting, just suddenly, we didn't know we were suddenly going to be launched into the new map. And we didn't know that we were suddenly like, you know, what was going to be there, what things we could explore, what areas exactly were different. It was really cool. If we'd have known nothing about the fact that it was even going to be Verdansk 84, if they just said, oh, it's a new version of Verdansk, that would have been really cool. I feel like they would do better to tell us less about what's happening with Call of Duty. I can understand them saying, hey, there's this new weapons coming to multiplayer, and then saying things like, you know, maybe saying what the new multiplayer maps are, and telling us what the zombies map is, you know, the sort of theme, and like I said, a bit of the backstory, maybe opening cinematic. I think all that, that's fine. Or actually even the opening cinematic, it'd be cool if you watched that the first time you played it. That would be better rather than watching on YouTube. But anyway, I feel like they could do with keeping some mystery. Just keeping a bit more mystery. And I don't really see how it would affect sales or battle passes or anything like that. I don't see how it would cost them money to just not do so much in the blog posts. And, you know, patch notes would be useful. It's still useful to have the patch notes, especially for the people who care about the competitive side of Call of Duty. But even then, you know, maybe release the patch notes like an hour after the game goes live, just so then people get to explore, people get some nice surprises and stuff like that. And then for the people that care about competition and for ranked and stuff like that, then they can get the patch notes and read it. This guy's on 14 kills, he's doing well. He seems to know where people are, but we'll see. Does he know where the last person is? I haven't actually been paying attention to this. I don't know. Have I been watching people who are cheating horribly? He just looked at a no smoking sign. That was weird. He's looting a lot at the very end, which doesn't strike me as the sort of thing a really good player would do. But I guess maybe he's hoping he'll get a UAV or something. Right, what's he going to do here? But do let me know in the comments. What do you think about them releasing Verdansk and Mansion, the new zombies map, at the same time? And let me know, what do you think about them putting all of that information in blog posts? Particularly about the zombies maps. Particularly about that. Oh, that's risky. Oh no, he's okay. He's burning his gas mask quite severely. And for what? Oh, he's going to buy another one. He does have an insane amount of money, I just noticed. He had like 16 grand. That's crazy. Well, I don't think he's got wall hacks because he really doesn't seem to know where this person is. Although, why hasn't he put a UAV up? If he's got 16 grand, why would you not spend it? Like, he paid for a gas mask. Why not get a UAV, get a... This seems dumb.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
How did that guy not kill him? Remember how fast I died in the gulag? Bloody hell. I suppose he was moving around a lot more than I was, but he was also missing a lot of that. So, I mean, that's saying he's hitting, but he's clearly not. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this style of video, don't forget to leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.